Hey everyone, welcome to another mail day video. Today we got some cool cards in the mail. Let's check them out, starting off with Jace the Mind Sculptor. Finally finishing off my playset of these. You know what, I'm really torn. I really wanted a alternate art Jace, and these were available at the time. Double Masters hadn't come out yet. What I'm not too happy about, and you can't see it in this video, I mean in this video they actually look pretty good, is that I just find the card art very dark. I don't mean dark in like a feeling kind of way, but just the colors, just in general. It's really dark, and I'm not a fan of it. The foiling as well, the card feels weird. I don't know how to. When I feel this card, it reminds me of the special framework Clothis and all the other gods from Theros Beyond Death. The foiling process there and the kind of the card stock has a very weird feeling, not like a normal card or a normal foil from a normal set. But I mean, take a look at that. I mean, it's pretty. The foiling's pretty cool. It's almost like it's like spotlights or something. But I just find Jace, in particular, the artwork is dark, and I'm not a fan of that. Behind 2 layers of sleeving, it just kind of hides itself, and I'm not a fan of that. I want to see the artwork, and the artwork is pretty cool. It's just too bad that it's dark. I don't know if the art itself is dark, or the way they printed it is dark, or the foiling makes it dark. I don't know. It's not really curling, luckily. But we got the last 2, whatever. It is what it is. We got our last 2 Jaces. Now I got 4, I don't have to worry about it. If I ever decide to put 4 in a modern deck, or if I go to Legacy, I have my playset. Let's move on to something a bit more normal. I got my Aether Gust. This completes my playset. You don't really need a playset of these. There's very few decks where you're playing 4. But some sideboards do command 3, and I said I might as well just go 4 all the way. What I like about Aether Gust is that there's blue and purple in the artwork, so the foiling is just gorgeous. And I want to try and share that with you right now. Yeah, look at that. It's just beautiful. Beautiful foiling. Beautiful foiling. I love blue and purple in foil. The best colors to foil out, I'm telling you. What do we have next? Oh yeah, I remember. I needed a second Electrolyze. There it is. Yes, it's not the original. It's the Modern Masters, whatever. Whew. Alright, that's a foil. Look at that. That's solid foiling. Oh yeah. Looks pretty cool. We need the same thing for Is It Staticaster. Look at that Ravnica foiling process there. This card is clearly scratched, but it's okay. It's like a $2 card. But decent foiling. Look at that. Decent. Pretty cool. Into the story. I was brewing a bit with this, and honestly, I'm just a sucker for the artwork, and I wanted it in foil, so I just got it in foil. Look at that art. Oh, I love it. I mean, I know it looks simple. In a way it is, but I don't know, just something about it gets me. And the foiling is just kind of like the icing on the cake. I mean, if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, this costs 3 less to cast. Draw 4 cards for, what is that, 4 mana? So, that's pretty decent. 4 cards, 4 mana. You don't get that kind of draw often. So, I wanted to get it. The next 4 cards I just got for, good feels. I'm not planning on brewing with Narn and Renegade. But there was a time when there was, I don't know, I call it Death Shadow Winter, when Death Shadow was just everywhere in Modern, and even Temur Delver players were packing some number of Narnum Renegades in the main board just so that you could get a one CMC Death Touch. You know, that had Revolt as well, so that was decent. You could usually get that Revolt trigger pretty often, but it was really just there to say bye-bye to Death's Shadow. Literally the only reason we played it. I mean, yes, it killed other creatures, but we were used to other creatures. It was really just there for Death's Shadow. So I decided, you know what? Yeah, you never know. Death's Shadow might make a return. And it might go nuts. Although we didn't have Fatal Push at the time. Now we do. So I just wanted to get it, just, you know, for the feels. This is purely for me, nostalgia. Not doing anything crazy here. Here, Tamiyo. If you guys remember my Time Warp decks that I deck teched several months ago, which were very fun to play, by the way. Check out the deck techs and the matches that I posted on this channel. Super, super fun decks to play. Super, super fun. I actually think that they have Modern, you know, viability in terms of competitive play. Anyway. I didn't have the full 4 Tamiyos. I was waiting for my 4th. It got lost in the mail. And I had to get a replacement. And this is my replacement. So, very, very cool. Tamiyo. Tamiyo. Thank you for being a card and allowing me to abuse Time Warp. Just thank you. And of course, Stained Glass version. Looks beautiful. Really, really does. I love it. Up next, Castlevantrus. The full art, or extended art, whatever they call them. Beautiful. Just looks gorgeous. Really, really does. Look at that. Beautiful foiling. I like the foiling here. The colors really pop with the foil as well. There's nothing special about, you know, selective foiling or anything, but just, it's all good. Just looks good. Beautiful. Got 2 of them. There you go. Beauties. I love it. Alright, I get PTSD when I see this card, but you know what? I figured I'm going to build some decks around it anyway, so I need to own it. And we have Glorybringer. This card is scratched to hell, but I knew that buying it, so it's not a big surprise. I like the full art, or whatever, the extended art. I mean, listen, I mix up. I'm sure there are official namings, but even Wizards doesn't even know what they call each card type, so at this point, I call them whatever comes to my mind. In this case, I said full art. It's pretty cool foiling, pretty cool. We got 2 repeals. Let's look at this one. Again, I mean, nothing special here. I mean, the art's pretty cool. Foiling is pretty good too. Decent foiling. I'm only getting it because, again, I'm dabbling with some decks, and I wanted to own the card. How do you expect me to brew for you guys and produce content if I don't own the cards? Can't play everything online. Up next, Keep Safe. Fun little card I'm toying with. Nothing crazy. Nothing broken. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control, and then you draw a card. It's cool. I have to be honest, the artwork is pretty hilarious. I don't know what the hell is necessarily going on here, but it's pretty cool. The foiling. Ikoria foiling. It's not bad. Pretty strong. Very cool. I got 2 of them. And just let me have my fun, alright? So you guys can have fun as well. I do all this stuff so that you can also have fun. Up next, fact or fiction. Is what I just said true or not? It's probably true. It's probably fact, but it could also be fiction. And I really like the artwork here. I think it's cool. Give you that old feeling. Fact or fiction? We don't know. We're confused. That's what I'm seeing in this picture. Alright. Well, of course we need a play set. You don't just play one in your deck. So you need all four. There you go. Remember the one deck that I didn't really enjoy playing that much? Hatching Plans? Hatching Delver? Yeah, well, I finally got the final pieces for it. It took forever in the mail. Forever. Just, I mean, I know COVID, people are dying, and it is really horrible. So, I mean, this is definitely a first world problem, but the mail for some of these things took forever. And I just really wanted to be patient. I didn't want to make a claim for all these sellers. I'm sure they were suffering already because of everything that's going on, but I think it just took 2 months to get here, and that's just brutal. It's not like I was playing during that time, at least in paper, but still. So those are the last two that were missing. And in tandem with that, I was also missing some number of Dreadlord Arcanists, and now I am not. I feel like the artwork is getting drowned with the foiling in this one. It's almost like the art is like a afterthought and just foil. Maybe it's not obvious to you, but it is true. Look, the card basically disappears. The art disappears as you pass the light through it. Not always a fan of that. I mean, I enjoy foils, but I don't want the artwork to disappear just so I can have something shiny in my hands. Look at that. It's basically just foil. But it's there. So I got 3, that's what I was missing. He's playing Legacy as well. In Delver, of course. A few other decks. Last but not least, man, these were hard to find. Original foil Pillage. Look at that artwork. Beautiful artwork. It just looks awesome. The good old days of Magic art. And the foiling, of course, as you can see, everything is foil except the text and the art. Everything was kind of in reverse back then. I'm just assuming it was difficult to foil the art properly. So as you can see, this card's pretty. It's foggy, it's beat up. Surprisingly, not really curling. But I mean, it's an old card. Let's take a look at this timestamp there. You can't really see it. There it is. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a 20-year-old card. What do you expect? That's pretty cool, though. I got 4 just to finish off my Pillage. I wanted Pillage anyway, and the old artwork looked awesome. I figured, let's get it. This is the Arena promos, I believe. Beautiful. My god, the foiling is so strong, even though it's only on the borders. Look at that. Very, very cool. Of course, I prefer my actual cards to be foil, not just the borders, but it's a different time. Alright, so that was another mail day video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you like looking at foils like I do, so I hope this brought some value to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter. All of that stuff are simple clicks for you and for me that makes a big, big difference. The YouTube algorithm, the Twitter algorithm, all that stuff. They like to see people following me, subscribing, actually watching my videos. So if you can do that, that's awesome. Thanks and have a good one.